Hey guys, so today is the 21st of October and I leave out for the Air Force. I ship out on the 30th. So I have one more week left and I'm beyond excited right now. So I just wanted to make a video to let you guys know about my whole process of like getting here, of like getting your job, going to MEPs, taking the ASVAB, all that good stuff. Because I know these videos are really helpful. I watched so many videos from Kyle Gott, Bully Juice, Wild Blue Yonder, Bell and Oreo, Samantha Hill, so many different videos. All those people, it's a shout out, it's letting y'all know. All those people's videos really helped me, like, just to understand the process. And so why make a video? Because I like vlogging. I like talking. So I'm gonna do it too. Let you guys know my input on what happened with MEPs and everything. So this whole process of joining the Air Force, it takes a good second. I originally decided that I wanted to join like years back, and I talked to a recruiter in the beginning of my senior year of high school, and my plan was to be able to leave and ship out like right after high school. Like as soon as high school's over, go to basic training, get her done. That didn't happen because it's currently October, like I said, and I graduated in May. So I've had some downtime to work at Burger King and chill, I guess, play a lot of Fortnite. But the reason why the process takes so long is because your recruiters are really busy. Your recruiters are dealing with so many people. I found out there's a graduation for basic training literally every Friday, and people go to basic training every Tuesday. So it's like, it's really, really busy. There's a lot of people to fit in, but you'll get it done. The process will get done. Don't worry about it. Don't annoy your recruiter too much like I did. My recruiter, Sergeant ASVAB, I really bothered him a lot just to make sure everything got done, because I was really excited, really wanted things to get pushing and everything. Usually, if you're in high school right now, you can take the ASVAB while you're at school. Like, they'll let you know. I think you can take it from 11th grade, maybe 10th grade. Don't quote me on that though, because I'm not 100% sure. No, it's 11th grade, because your ASVAB scores are only good for 2 years, I believe. After 2 years, if you haven't joined the military, you have to take it again and get a new score. My advice for taking the ASVAB is study. Like, study, because I was a student that never really studied in high school. I got good grades. I always got A's and B's like throughout my entire high school career, but I never studied because it's not fun, right? But no, when I decided, I'm joining the Air Force and I got to take this test that literally has everything on it. Like, that's what the ASVAB is. It's general knowledge, math, English, mechanics, all that kind of stuff. So I had to, go online and look up flashcards and all that stuff. That's my advice to you. Look up flashcards, look up practice tests, and practice and study for the ASVAB. Because, your score that you get on the ASVAB will tell you what job you're eligible for. That's only part of it. The other part of your eligibility for jobs is like your eyesight and your hearing and all your other senses and making sure you're healthy. Because if you're blind, obviously you can't fly a plane, right? After you take the ASVAB, you get your score, you go to the recruiter, and the recruiter gives you a list of jobs that you'll be eligible for before you go to MEPs and take your actual medical checkup. So knowledge wise, you'll get a list of jobs that you're eligible for. Then you look through that, you say, ooh, this looks cool. It's the best thing to do is choose a lot of jobs that you're interested in, so that way you can get a job sooner. It makes more sense because you have more entries. If you think about it this way, you have more entries, so one of them is bound to be chosen. There's gonna be a space for one of those jobs if you choose a lot. But then also, if you want a specific job and you want to wait for that job, be my guest, go ahead, but I was really impatient. I got a very good job though, a remote piloted aircraft maintenance, so working on drones. It's pretty cool. That was one of my chosen jobs. It was my number 3 job. My number 1 was client systems tech, but maybe I can cross train later. You go to your recruiter's office on a Wednesday and then they'll brief you and they'll tell you, you know, when you go to MEPs, everything you told me, you tell to the people, the personnel at MEPs, because MEPs are gonna like try to make you sound like, make you feel like something is wrong with you, like medical wise. Like if anything ever happened, like if you broke your foot as a baby, okay, that's serious, that's really serious. If you like got a cut on your arm as a little boy, then MEPs are gonna like make you feel like, wow, you might actually have cancer. But that's not the case. So the recruiter just speaks to you and lets you know that whatever you told him or her, you make sure you tell the personnel at MEPS, or else you're no-go, else you're not going into the Air Force. So you go to a recruiter's office, and then that day they'll have one of their rap men or your recruiter himself. My recruiter didn't take us. He had one of his rap men. A rap man is an airman that just left technical school, I believe. Well, didn't quite leave technical school yet. It's like in the last week of their technical school, and they come down to their hometown wherever they got recruited, and they help their recruiter out, and they get to see their family around the same time. So it's a nice little program. Anyway, the recruiter has their rap men and take you to MEPS, and well, first they take you to the hotel. Yep, you get to stay in a very nice, sweet hotel. But you're like mixed with a whole bunch of people from a whole like bunch of different branches. Like you're not really gonna be with Air Force people necessarily when you go to the hotel. Like in your rooms, you're gonna be separated, and you're gonna be split up in rooms and everything like that. 2 people per room. You could be in Air Force and you could be with somebody who's in the Navy in your room, sharing a room. No boys and girls rooms, obviously. Boy, and boy, they have a nice little game room set up. Their breakfast is really good. You want to stay away from too much protein. Your recruiter will tell you a bunch of things that you're not supposed to do before MEPS, right? I can let you know also before MEPS, you're gonna want to drink a lot of water for that whole day. To the next day, you're gonna want to drink so much water, because like you have to take a pee test, and I'm pee shy, I'll admit it, and it was really hard for me to pee. And there was like, you're standing next to 4 other people, next to a line of people, and you to make sure you're doing everything right, and it's a lot of pressure. All right, so I can't be under pressure. I'll get there eventually, but at the time I couldn't do it. It took me 3 tries. It took me 4 tries to do that. All right, it was crazy. All right, so after you get to the hotel, you're gonna wake up around. After you get to the hotel, so you're gonna be at the hotel. You're gonna get there probably around 5 o'clock at the latest, and then you have to be in bed by 9. After you're in bed, obviously, I would try to go to sleep as soon as possible, because you got to be up really early the next morning. You got to be up at like 4 a.m. and get ready to go to MEPS, the actual medical facility. Yeah, so you got to wake up at 4 a.m. the next morning to go to MEPS, which is a different building from the hotel. So I would get a lot of sleep, go to bed as soon as you can. It took me a while to go to sleep, but I eventually got there, went to sleep, and I wasn't like too tired in the morning or anything like that. When you get to MEPS, you're gonna be standing outside for a little bit until one of the airmen, or it could just be any soldier from any branch, because MEPS is like every branch goes there. They're gonna walk over and let you guys in, and you're gonna go into like 2 or 3 different lines. One line with people that are leaving for basic training that day or that morning, and then you're gonna have one line with people with like medical problems, one line with people with glasses, and one line with people that like are just good to go. You would think that because like if you're good to go, you'd go a lot quicker, but no, you don't. You don't go a lot quicker at all. I don't know why they separate us up like that, because like it all takes the same amount of time. Just the deppers, the people that are leaving for basic training like that morning, they get through a lot quicker than us. And like, I don't wrong them. That's right. They've been waiting all this time. They need to get through and get out. But I'm talking about the other people that were separated by like, you know, if they have glasses or something's wrong, we all take the same amount of time because we all take the same test. So I never got that, like why they did that. But anyway, so you go in, you got to take out all piercings. So girls, I would recommend, if you have any kind of piercing that you don't want to take out, like outside the building per se, understood, I would just not wear them to MEPs. All right, just don't do that. Yeah, guys too, if you got any piercings that you don't want to be seen in public or around like 50 people, don't wear them to MEPs. don't do it, just because they're gonna actually take you off your piercings before you go inside, because you got to go through a metal detector and everything like that. So obviously no knives, no weapons or anything in MEPs either. Alright, so you go in to MEPs, you go in the building, and they're gonna give you like a bunch of different tests. You got a blood test, you have a hearing test, you have a vision test, have like color test, depth perception test, you got a medical checkup, you have to duck walk and strip down to your underwear so they can like see your entire body, to like see if you don't have any open wounds or abnormal bone structures or anything like that, to make sure you're a completely healthy human being. You're gonna be at MEPS pretty much all day. After you're done with that, your recruiter's right man, or your recruiter himself, is gonna come pick you up, and you're gonna go home, and your recruiter's gonna be like, hi, welcome to, you know, officially being in the DEP program, blah blah blah, congratulations, you made it past. Because a lot of people go to MEPS and they don't come home. No, they come home, but they don't they don't get through because of new information. Like, they're like, oh yeah, they tell the doctor like, oh yeah, I remember I think I broke my leg as a baby, you know, like they just say new stuff, or even minor things, and you know, it disqualifies them, and so they have to wait or get like a doctor's note. Either way, you're gonna have to wait longer, you know. So when you go to MEPS also, you're gonna sit down with these people that, like, at offices, like little office cubicles, and these are civilians, and they're gonna talk to you, and you're gonna sign your contract, and you're also gonna swear in under oath and everything like that. But this swearing doesn't really hold as much weight as the final one before you leave for basic training. But you're gonna talk to these people, and they're gonna ask you like just a lot of questions, like personal kind of questions, you know, about your validity, I guess. If that makes sense, you can make sense out of that, maybe. Let's see, and then after those people, they're also gonna ask you like what kind of jobs did you want, and you let them know what jobs you want that you were also qualified for. And then when you go to your recruiter, he'll go over it again with you and say, like, oh, what jobs did you pick? Did you choose enough jobs? Blah, 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 that's good. And then when you get a recruiter, he'll give you this nice little goodie bag. It's a special forces Air Force bag. It's really nice. Comes with a mixer cup. Let's see, a hat. I should probably wear this because I know you guys see how nappy my hair is. Alright, a hat. Let's see what else I got in there. I got a stress ball. I don't think we can use this during VMT. We probably need to, but I don't think we can. Also have a water bottle. It's a nice little water bottle here. An armband. I think there's some car stickers in here. All that good stuff. You know, nice little bag too. Yep, and then after that, you have to wait until around the end of the month, and it might not be the same month that you went to MEPS, but it's usually at the end of the month the jobs are assigned, and you have to wait until then to find out what your actual job is going to be and when you're actually leaving. So from that point, it could be 1 month, or it could be 5 months, 6 months. So if you're waiting for a job, it could be a very, very long time. But I was lucky where it was only 3 months, but I kept telling myself it was 2 just so the time would go by faster. I think it was 3 months at the time when I got my what job I'm gonna get and everything. And that was exciting. And I was like, ooh, bet. Like I said, it wasn't the job that I originally wanted, but you know, it was a job that I had chosen. It wasn't my number one job, but it was definitely a job that I've chosen, and it leaves kind of soonish, you know? So that was really my my MEPs experience, I guess, and a little afterwards and the wait and everything like that. I recommend running like 20 minutes if you can a day, doing push-ups and doing crunches and sit-ups, because that's what you're going to need to do for your PT test, and just getting into shape. Your recruiter will tell you, or your recruiter's boss actually will tell you that on the week before you're about to leave for actual basic training, don't do anything, like don't do a thing, because you don't want anything to happen. You want to stay qualified that whole time. And that's really something you have to be really careful about while you're waiting. Like, you can't make any kind of mistake. Like, you can't be with the wrong kind of friends. Like, you can't do anything that might jeopardize the fact that you're gonna leave. Because I'm sure, like, if you have a job, you let them know that, hey, I'm leaving soon, and you might even put in your 2 weeks a little early if you had money saved up, just so you can relax and see family and everything. So you want to be really careful that nothing disqualifies you, because how would that be, you know, if you quit your job and now you get disqualified and you don't have a job, you know? So just be really careful. Be a model citizen. You should always be anyway. Alright, so if you like that video, just like, subscribe. You ain't even gotta do all that. Just like it, alright? Show me some love. Comment on it if you want to. If you have any more questions, let me know. If you have any comments, actually, let me know too. Because, like I said, I'm new to this. But when I get out of tech school, when I get out of basic training, I'm going to be hitting you guys with so many more videos. I might make another video before I get to basic training, because I have this whole week of nothingness. And why not, alright? Because I'm not busy anymore. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. Studying the Great, out.